Hi guys. Hi guys. So I've been practicing my
Oops.
whoa. That's not how this is supposed to go. Ooh. So I've been practicing my YouTube intro. Anyway, so hi guys, my name is Nat. Thank you so much for clicking this channel. I'm trying to do a thing. So I know everyone and their mama and their co-workers, cousins, uncles have talked about Brandy and Monica. Like, it's all over, I know. But I have to talk about it. Like, it doesn't matter even if like one person sees this, because like that is my era, like that is my childhood. Like, Brandy, Monica, what, are you kidding me? Like, yes. So first of all, disclaimer, I am Team Brandy, B-Rocker. Like, that is me. Like, I am Team Brandy. Love her so much. Love her musicality, love her vocals, and like, I've been one of the people that kind of have followed her for years, and not just followed her, like followed her team. So I kind of feel like, you know, like I'm on the outskirts, and yeah, like totally drinking all the Brandy juice. How you like that? Anyway, so let's get into my thoughts, right? So like I said, Mina, I am Team Brandy all day, all day. So initially, like when the idea, when it was floated, oh, Brandy and Monica, like Monica came out and was like, no, that ain't happening. So I was so surprised when I heard like, oh my God, they're actually doing it. And I was like, I was so happy for both of them, really, because with the Verzuz, I think what we've seen is it really helps raise the profile of the artist. More people stream the music. Business is better, really. And Brandy had just put out an album, B7, which again is so good. And yeah, I just thought this is such a great opportunity. So what I liked about the night, so I'll just start off just with the music. Like, I think Brandy started off strong with like, what about us? I was like, Brandy, you already started. I was like, oh, okay, Brandy, okay, we see you. Like, you're starting off like really strong with what about us? And then Monica was like, responded, you are my everything. I was like, okay. What I will say is, my big takeaways from the night was that Monica can sing, Monica has got hits, and I personally need to put more respect on Monica's name. Like, yo, the hits on hits, new Monica. I was like, wow, like that was such good music. And Monica looked good. Like, she was all fanned out. She was offending with Fendi. I was like, hey, Monica, hey, we see you, girl, fine. Why am I doing that? But yeah, no, Monica looked really good. Brandy looked good as well. Like, I could recognize that, you know, the stuff that she was wearing is like really expensive. It's probably designer. But I feel like she had one of those looks that probably look better when you're in the room with her. Yeah, so that was that. I think Monica's fashion was so great. I think what I loved as well, what I liked seeing was Brandy and Ray J's relationship is so cute to me. I think I had never really appreciated, I know that they're close and stuff, but I think the Verzuz really made me appreciate their relationship and kind of made me see just that dynamic was so interesting, because you kind of get the sense that Ray J is really protective over his sister, and she loves him to bits, and they have such a team thing that I think it'll be interesting to be in a relationship with either of them, and yeah, it's probably really hard to kind of to be part of that team, because they're just a team. But I do you know what, I just think that's a parent's dream, right? Like, for their kids to get on so well. So yeah, that was that. Another thing I will say, I think people have said that like the energy was awkward, right? There is no tour. I don't even want to see a tour. Like, I feel like they had a moment, they did that for business. but I think they're just two different people from two different worlds. And yeah, I just think we just have to leave it there, right? So Brandy was so cute to me. Like, her energy, she's very, I kind of saw myself in Brandy. Like, so I'm not a horoscope type of person, right? But actually, when people were like, oh, Brandy's an Aquarius, oh, you know, she's Aquarius with rising stars. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. But then I was kind of like, oh, maybe there is something to it, because I recognize myself in her. Like, I feel like, you know, she, like, well, let me say it for myself. I don't want to say all Aquariuses. Like, you know, I recognize that naivety, like being naive and being welcoming, because that's how I am, right? Like, quite naive, believing the best in people, you know, half full cup, half full. Hey, English bundles, cup half full type of person. And Monica, on the other hand, is kind of like the more seasoned, you know, keep your, you know, probably, like, you can tell that there's some kind of street code that she's, you know, she's moving to, and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't think, I don't think those two kind of get on. Another thing is, Brandy is such a fan of Monica. Like, you can tell. I think Brandy is a fan of music. Like, her musicality is up there, but she was such a fan of Monica. She was singing all her songs. Like, you can just tell that she's so grateful to be in that moment, whereas Monica is like, yeah, like, she's like, yeah, Brandy, you're talented, right? But I will say, like, when broken hearted, na 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 na, like, when that came on, Monica, like, literally, you could tell, like, she loosened up, and you could tell, like, she genuinely loves that song, right? So yeah, I also thought what was interesting is kind of like the gospel bit came out for me, for both of them, right? Like, Monica, like, reminds me of, like, your belters in church, right? You know, the people that are singing the special number and everyone is like, yay. And Brandy as well, I like the fact that she sang no, she didn't sing, but, you know, she did, like, she played His, which is produced by Warren Campbell, husband to Erica Campbell of Mary Mary, and he's done, like, music for Michelle Williams, Lecrae. He's worked with a lot of gospel greats and also R&B as well. I think he produced the Kanye West and Fred Hammond song too. So I love that. I also love that she talked about LaShawn Daniels, who used to go by Big Shiz. He is a producer extraordinaire. May his soul rest in peace. If you don't know him, check him out. He was so instrumental to Brandy's journey. So I love the fact that, like, she kind of paid tribute to him. Oh my god, yeah. So she paid tribute to him and people that we've lost recently, Chadwick Boseman, so many other people before playing Although I'm Missing You. Oh, that was fantastic. And then what else do I want to highlight? I'm so mad that Brandy did not play any songs from the 211 album. Listen, 211 is the album. Like, it is so grand, it is so great. I cannot speak highly enough of that album. It is amazing. So please check it out. I'm upset she didn't play it. I love the fact that she played Borderline from the new B7 album. I also liked Monica's, you know, new single. It was cool. But I just think it was just such a moment. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, the 2000 babies probably couldn't relate, but, like, this was our moment. Like, Brandy and Monica, like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say that, like, great verses, loved it. Yeah, just upset that they didn't really sing live. I wanted them to sing live. Also interesting to kind of see their personalities. And like I said, I think Brandy was like, there was awkward energy, and Brandy's very like, yeah, like the, it kind of felt like there was like she had imposter syndrome, which a lot of us can relate to, right? And I'm like, but you're Brandy, like you are the Brandy Norwood, come on. But you know what, I hope, Brandy's been through a lot, but I hope that this kind of gave her a confidence boost. But yeah, and like I said, I love the whole Ray J thing, and Monica is beautiful, and Monica is just a beast. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this, so I had to go on record to talk about it, even though a million other people are talking about it. But yeah, so that's my Monica, and thank you so much, guys. What did you guys think? Like, what was your favorite song? What was your favorite part? Do you want to see them on tour? Or do you want to see an album? But it's so interesting. It kind of got me thinking about how, like, clearly they create magic together, right? Because they had The Boy's Mine, and then they had the other song I'm forgetting, it's not coming to mind quickly, that they did about 10 years or so, 9 years or so ago now. And like they just, and look at the numbers that they had, like on I think in terms of viewership, they had like millions and millions. On Instagram alone, like the concurrent viewers were like 1.2 million. But I think apparently people coming in and out altogether was about 4.2 million. And that is just on Instagram Live, not even counting Apple TV, which had millions on their own and whatever. Oh my God. I'm so happy for Brandy and Monica. Like, yeah, and it was so good to like see ladies in their 40s just looking good. But yeah, that is me. Bye, guys.